How did Daniel Dubois crush Anthony Joshua in such a one-sided fashion? Well, first of all, I was not liking how Anthony Joshua was backing up against Dubois. He looked like a bit of a scared fighter in there. Now, I'm going to have to watch the fight again and compare it to some of Joshua's previous fights where he's looked a little gun-shy, because I thought, even though Daniel Dubois had dynamite in his hands and is probably the most brutal puncher Joshua's faced since Vladimir Klitschko, which is a long time ago, I still thought Anthony Joshua would have enough confidence to make the necessary movements and the correct movements to get away from Dubois' big swinging punches and be able to pick him apart, because Dubois is very upright and very hittable. But instead, Anthony Joshua, he was backing up like he was intimidated by Dubois early. And I want to give a shout out to Hatman, who pointed out that Joshua was looking very confident in the ring walk, as I thought he was. Then I went to go make a coffee, came back just as they were being introduced, and all of a sudden Joshua looked nervous, and Dubois, who had the same cloth over his chest that Mike Tyson used to have, and it was black, he was marching around like a young Mike Tyson, looking like he just wanted to let loose on his opponent, whereas Joshua, he looked apprehensive, and it showed in the ring. Again, Dubois was very confident from the start. He didn't have any fear of Joshua's punches, even though a lot of people who picked Anthony Joshua to win, including myself, were doing so because Dubois was getting hit by loads of shots from Filip Hrgovic, and Joshua is a more accurate, powerful puncher than Hrgovic. Dubois didn't have any hesitation whatsoever when it came to getting hit. So I think Joshua could have let loose on Dubois more than he did, but he just was intimidated. And I want to give a shout out to Alexander Usyk, who did this interview with Boxing King Media, and he said that Joshua was backing up incorrectly. He was giving Dubois all the opportunities he needed to land on him. And again, why is that? Is that just because Joshua was scared? Is it because Dubois was that confident and Joshua was nervous? Do these guys have history that has led to Joshua getting laid out or something? We've heard those rumors for years. Because it's not like Daniel Dubois came in with some superb footwork like, you know, a pressure fighter like Gennady Golovkin or a prime Marvin Hagler or, you know, Julio Cesar Chavez. I'm just throwing out examples here. Roberto Duran. It's not like he came in with that kind of footwork to where Joshua really had to think and turn into Pernell Whitaker overnight to get away from him. He was just doing the same thing he always did. And again, I'm not saying Dubois is not dangerous, far from it, but I was just very surprised by Joshua's hesitation in the fight, and again, he looked like a scared fighter. Now, people have been saying that Joshua's been looking scared for years since he got knocked out by Andrew Ruiz, but in the rematch where, again, he was very nervous when it came to getting hit, he still was moving with a lot of confidence. And even though it was excessive the way he was moving around the ring, he was able to counter Ruiz after subtle movements here and there. It's not like he was having to run around the ring, then throw one shot, and then run around the ring again the other way. He was making the correct movements and then firing off shots. I liked the way that Anthony Joshua was countering in that fight off the back foot. But from Dubois, or from the fight with Dubois, he just looked nervous from the very first round. Dubois looked confident, Joshua did not. The next talking point is going to be how does Anthony Joshua's retirement go, because as I've said in another video, he's not coming back from this, certainly at top level. And yeah, Daniel Dubois moves on to bigger and better things. Definitely going to have to do videos reviewing his career because it has been a fascinating one. The only loss recently that he has had is to this man right here. And the Joe Joyce loss, it's looking more and more like it didn't happen, because look where Joe Joyce is. So yeah, drop your thoughts down below. Very interested to see how this goes. Why do you think Anthony Joshua looked so scared early on? Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Catch you later.